If you are hearing these words, know this: it is no accident. This is a true resonance. Your soul, like a weary traveler, has awaited this call. This quiet yet persistent beckoning. Before we step into the Holy of Holies, into the very heart of mystery, you must make your choice. To give a like is not merely an expression of approval. It is your personal declaration of intent, a weighty statement of your readiness to proceed further. Your subscription is not just a signature on paper. It is your enlistment into the ordered ranks of those who tirelessly seek truth, who are not afraid to peer beyond the edge of the ordinary. We stand at the very threshold, on the barely perceptible border of what is already being called a new era. Recall, civilizations have come and gone, like shadows on the sands of time, leaving behind only ephemeral dust and the quiet whisper in the dusty chronicles of forgotten ages. But we, those who live now, at this very moment, are experiencing a time that our distant ancestors could only dimly foretell in their deepest, most prophetic visions. This is not just another turn of the calendar, not a fleeting ripple of the ever-changing political tide. This is a fundamental shift, a seismic displacement in the very fabric of reality, within the realm of our consciousness. I speak of the transition into what the ancient sages called the fifth world. The truth that they relentlessly conceal behind the veil of daily news is both simple and terrifying. The world you perceive through the lens of your familiar five senses is merely our temporary dwelling, a meticulously constructed illusion. And this illusion is now rapidly falling apart. Every prophecy, without exception, from the most ancient to those forgotten in the depths of archives from long-vanished civilizations, points to one thing. We are approaching the end of one grand cycle and the inevitable beginning of another. And this transition, rest assured, will not be a quiet one. Listen to the voices of those who have been able to see further. The Hopi elders, keepers of deep, ancient knowledge, spoke of the four worlds through which humanity has already passed, and of the coming fifth world. Their prophecies are not mere poetic metaphors. They are true maps of consciousness, guides leading us through the most unexplored, hidden corners of our own psyche. They foretold times when the world would be filled with metal birds slicing through the skies, silver webs enshrouding the entire earth, and fiery rivers flowing across the very firmament. These ancient predictions, many given to humanity hundreds of years ago, reflect our present reality with astonishing accuracy. But more importantly, they describe not so much external events as the internal shifts occurring within humanity itself. Recall the lost quatrain from Centuria 11, verse 93. Not the one you constantly encounter in popular culture, but the true one, found amidst the fragments of the once great Library of Alexandria. It was transcribed in a language we can barely decipher. It speaks of the great distortion, a time when mirrors of falsehood will reflect truth. This is not simply a prediction of political deceit, but a profound description of a change in the very nature of our perception. A moment when the line between genuine reality and its skillful imitation becomes entirely indistinguishable. Recall the teachings of the hermit Kenshin, whose scrolls were discovered in the ashes of a monastery on the sacred Mount Kurama. He spoke of a mysterious awakening of stones and the singing of winds, carrying not just sounds, but entire packets of information. His records described how the very laws of nature would change when humanity's collective consciousness reached a new, higher vibrational level. This was no mere fantasy. It was akin to a description of quantum resonances actively influencing our reality. leaked information from the Chimera Protocol, a classified document that, by all rights, should never have left a select circle, merely confirmed these ancient prophecies. It detailed a phase shift in the collective unconscious and the synchronization of information fields. They are aware, and they have already begun their preparations, but their aim is not to support us during this transitional moment, but to seize even greater control over us when we are most vulnerable. All these seemingly disparate threads, the enigmatic prophecies of Vanga, the precise calculations of the ancient Maya, the profound revelations of the Gnostics, all converge on a single point, expressing the same singular thought in different words. It's like a harmonic resonance, an echo of a fundamental truth that permeates all of human history, from its very beginnings to the present day. They all spoke of the great transition, that each embodiment of Earth, each grand cycle of its existence, concludes with a profound, all-encompassing transformation. And this transition is marked not only by tremendous external cataclysms that shake our world, but also by equally significant, deep internal changes occurring within each of us. That inexplicable, piercing anxiety that suddenly grips you at 3 a.m. when the world stands still. That sharp feeling of alienation as you gaze into the faces of random passers-by on a busy street. That oppressive sense that you don't belong here, as if everything around is merely skillfully constructed scenery, and people are just actors playing their assigned roles. Understand, this is not mere melancholy or depression. It is not a manifestation of paranoia. It is your soul, suffocating within this artificial shell, desperately trying to break through the fog of lies to finally behold the true, life-giving light. This is a clear prelude to awakening. The world we inhabit feels built upon a fragile foundation of fear and absolute control. The system, crafted by those we cannot see, is a monstrous machine, relentlessly draining our vitality, our boundless energy, our purest creative spirit. They feed on our fear, our profound ignorance, and the division that gnaws at us from within. Their ultimate aim is for us to remain lost in slumber, to blindly believe the narratives they impose, and to become obedient, unthinking cogs in their intricate design. But what if all these horrors that tear us apart, the wars, the crises, the afflictions, are merely flickering shadows dancing on the walls of a dark cave? What if the true tyrant who enslaves us is looking at you directly from your own reflection? What if the precious key to true liberation lies not outside, but deep within yourselves? The one who binds you with unseen chains is no external foe. It is the very fear that has taken root deep within your own consciousness. It is disbelief in the boundless power residing within you. It is the meek acceptance of a role imposed from without. The universe does not punish humanity. Like a skilled healer, it cauterizes the poison that erodes souls. The poison of fear, of deep ignorance, and base materialism. This present era is the great inversion, a vast cosmic surgery transforming all existence. Ancient, obsolete structures crumble, making way for the birth of something truly new. And we, all of humanity, find ourselves at the very epicenter of this colossal process. Your crown of glass, a fragile, artfully woven construct of self-deception, your ego, is ready to shatter. The soulless metallic veins of this grand system that have ensnared our reality will soon breathe their last. And herein lies the main, innermost secret. Prophecies are not harbingers of a coming savior from beyond. They are, rather, a special, magical activation code, designed to awaken the very savior that slumbers within each of us, within the viewer, Those who possessed the gift of seeing the future did not see a lone hero, burdened with the weight of the entire world. They saw a countless army of awakened souls. They saw you. You are not merely a separate part of a grand prophecy. You are its living embodiment, its culmination. The fifth world is not some specific point on a map, not a geographic space. It is a state of consciousness, an era when humanity will shed the shackles of illusion and rise to its true, divine potential. This grand transition is marked by profound, transformative changes in the very perception of the world. The boundaries we've grown accustomed to, once thought unshakable, between matter and energy, between our minds and an immortal soul, between our fragile individual selves and a boundless collective consciousness, will subtly begin to blur, giving way to a new, unified vision of existence. We will start to perceive reality as it truly is, pure energy, pulsating with vibrant consciousness. Ancient Hopi wisdom speaks of a fourth world where people gradually forgot their names, their inseparable connection to the Great Spirit. They delved into a world crafted for them by certain external forces, losing touch with the true nature of things. But the coming fifth world is a world of return, a return to ourselves, to our primal origins. It is a world where words will reclaim their original power, where our thoughts, like living entities, will begin to exert real, tangible influence on the surrounding reality. What does this mean for you? It means that you are by no means a victim of circumstance. You are the authentic creator of your reality, the architect of your own destiny. Everything you once considered unshakable is merely a construct, built from your past, which can be dismantled and rebuilt anew at will. Your mind is not simply a data processing tool, but a true portal, granting access to infinite dimensions of existence, and your soul is a precious spark of the divine, capable of igniting light throughout the vast universe. Now, during this fateful transitional period, as old familiar orders irrevocably crumble and new ones are just beginning to take shape, a truly unique opportunity unfolds before us. This is a chance to rewrite the very code of your reality, to break free from imposed limitations. It is an opportunity to awaken from a millennia-long, lulling slumber, and it all begins with a simple, yet profound realization. You have gained true understanding. You are not who they sought to make you. You are something far greater. Those solar cycles that astronomers meticulously seek out with their instruments are not mere distant cosmic phenomena. This is the beat of a deep, all-encompassing rhythm, invisibly permeating our noosphere, our shared mental atmosphere. The fractal patterns, so picturesque and captivating in natural phenomena, are a direct reflection of the intricate structure of consciousness itself. And when the consciousness of all humanity undergoes transformation, the entire geometry of the world around us changes with it. Imagine your entire life as an incredibly complex computer program, and then, at some point, you discover you've gained direct access to the command line. You can alter variables, rewrite the source code, initiate entirely new processes. This is precisely what is happening to us right now. We are gaining access to the command line of reality itself. However, to achieve this, we must first discard old, worn-out programming. We must cleanse our minds as if removing the malicious programs of fear and doubt that prevent us from moving forward. The changes ahead may seem daunting, but know this: the chaos we witness now is merely a manifestation of a natural cleansing process. Just as in a complex alchemical transformation, for something new to be born, the old must first be broken down. Do not fear this. Embrace these changes, because beyond this veil of apparent destruction lies boundless, untapped potential. Remember, your body is a sacred temple, and your mind is the most perfect instrument you possess. Your soul is an eternal, inextinguishable fire. Do not let it fade beneath the weight of external, fleeting circumstances that so often try to dim it. Strive for knowledge. Be tireless in your pursuit of truth. Seek a profound, awakening connection with those who have already stepped beyond the world of illusion. Now that your eyes are finally open, now that true light has illuminated your consciousness, you cannot stand aside in passive inaction. Every like you give is a bright flash of light, scattering across the vast network, reaching out and awakening others. Your share is a precious seed, lovingly planted in fertile soil to sprout even in the harshest desert of dormant minds. Your subscription is more than just an action. It's a sincere pledge, a testament to your readiness to go further. If you feel you're ready for more, if you crave depth, our inner circle will become your reliable operational base. Your support, expressed as a super thanks, is the living energy that fuels our shared flame in this relentless battle against encroaching darkness. Until our next meeting, stay aware, stay connected,